but Amoila, the man, the myth, the legend, he is the creator of the work, of the prep, and now 6:45. We are so stinging and excited to have you on this call. Thank you so much. If you can just start out by sharing a little bit about this program and what we should be excited for with it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you first and foremost. And again, I apologize for being a little late. Let's talk about the program. So 6:45, first and foremost, let's just get this out there. It is nothing like 6 weeks of the work. So I have to say that because I know, I've been getting these messages like, oh gosh, I'm preparing for 6 weeks of the work. Don't kill me, don't kill me. I'm not here to kill you guys. I'm here to just educate you, motivate you guys, and empower you. So I had to get that out there. It is 6 days a week. It is 45 minutes. So I have a 45-minute cutoff. Can't go above 45. So there's a lot of information in this program, and there's a lot to cover in this program. So, we really wanted to make sure that that adaptation needed 13 weeks. We needed 13 weeks for you guys to get the most out of this program. So let's talk about the stages. Let's talk about what to expect in stage 1. And then we'll talk about, again, nutrition and all these amazing things that we want to talk about. So first thing first, this program is 4 stages. Stage 1, we focus a lot on like bilateral movements. So I don't have you doing any like single leg exercises or any complex exercises because I'm building your stability. I'm building your base. So once we start building our stability and our endurance, then we start, which is the first 2 weeks, we're working on a lot of endurance and stability, which is what we call the accumulation phase. Then on the 3rd week, we go into the intensification phase. So in the intensification phase, this is basically now we're upping our weight, but we're lowering our reps. So what that means is we are now going up where our load is going to be a little bit higher, and we're going to really grab our heavy weight, and we're really going to see how our strength is. And then on the 4th week is our deload week, where we drop the sets, but we keep the same amount of load, that intensity that we had, but we're not doing so much volume. So what I mean is you're not doing 3 sets or 4 sets. You're only doing 2 sets. So the workouts will go by a little faster, but our warm-ups will be longer, and we use our warm-ups. And we're going to talk about our warm-ups in a second. So stage 1 is really for beginners. If you're pregnant or if you're still learning how to train, you can do stage 1 over and over and over again until you master it. Before you start the program, you have an overhead squat assessment. You have a Davies assessment where we test your upper body strength. And then you have a internal, external rotation for your hips. Just seeing how your mobility in your hips. And we just test a lot of different things. Your overhead extension, your presses. We measure all these things because you're going to see drastic improvements. And I want you guys to know what like the problem and what this is the solution. So if you have a problem with squatting, I teach you how to squat with the bonus work. So again, if you're a beginner, you can do all bonus work, which is 15 minutes. Each video is a bonus work. Or if you're pregnant, you can just do the bonus work. When we get to stage 2, we progress everything that we did in stage 1. So we have 7 exercises a day. And so out of those 7 exercises, we always continue to progress them. And you'll notice man, I've never known you could do squats in so many different variations, but we always progress everything. And so when you get to stage 2, you notice the intensity goes up. And then when we get into stage 3, the same thing happens. The intensity rises. And then when we go into stage 4, that's where we start getting into the 6 weeks of the work vibe. But stage 4 is only 1 week. So just wanted to give you guys that disclaimer. It's not 4 weeks long, it's just 1 week. That is basically your performance week. So your performance week is like, I've done 12 weeks of all this training. I need to put it to test. And so this is like your Ironman. This is your mud racer or whatever extreme workout that you guys love doing. This is where you go out there and you perform. So if you've done our programs in the past, we started off with, straight intensity. This approach, your recovery every fourth week, your program looks like rolling hills. It goes up with intensity, then it drops. Then it goes back up. That way it allows you to recover and you never feel defeated and you never feel like you're overtraining. And then you don't feel like you're constantly sore. So this is how we combat soreness, allow you to recover and allow you to get stronger. But again, you're going to lose a lot of weight. You're going to get in great shape. But the biggest thing is understanding how to recover. And that's where one of the biggest parts of this program is, and the mobility part. Now we're going to talk about our warm up, because I remember when the Success Starter test group started my test group, I could see all the messages like, oh, we got to warm up. It's 10 minutes. This is taking forever. And so now they understand why we have this warm up. Now, a lot of people understand why this program was broken down into 4 stages. Our warm up is where, guys, how many times you've done my program, 6 weeks of the work, and I start you off with jumping jacks and high knees and some air squats and maybe some shoulder taps. And I'm like, all right, cool, y'all warmed up. Now let's go get chest. Doesn't make sense, right? It's just warming up your blood temperature, but it's not technically getting your body prepped for movement. So in the beginning, what I'm doing is we're focusing in our warm up. That's basically our movement prep. So if we have squats on the menu, or if you have a deadlift on the menu, I'm going to prep those muscles that need to be activated, like your glutes need activation, or you need to engage your core and understand how to move your body in these, what we call anthrokinematics, how to move your body and get your body to move in this proper alignment. So then when you go into your actual workout, you feel great, you feel prepped, you feel like now the skill is much easier for you to master because you worked on it in your warm up. So now you properly feel great. So our warm up is so crucial. Don't miss it. And yeah, it's functional training. It's 6 days a week, it's straight functional, it's full body, everything has a purpose. Do you guys want me to explain what a week looks like, or did I already explain that? Okay, thumbs up if you want me to explain what a week looks like.
Yes, please share that with us. Thank you.
Okay, so what a week looks like in the program. So on day 1, what we focus on is our lower body strength. So again, every day is full body. So I want to explain that. Yes, every day is full body. So you might have some upper body movements, a horizontal pull or something like that. On Tuesday, we focus on power. So in our power workout, we're really focusing on how to produce force and how to absorb force. Now, you guys might say, like, why and when would I ever need to know that? But if you guys play any activities, maybe you run, you play volleyball, you play tennis, that plays a huge role into your performance. Or if you go hiking. So we talk a lot about that when we work out. Then on Wednesday, my favorite day out the week, we have mobility and stability. This is where we pop open the hood, we see what's not working and what's working. So this is where we assess our bodies. This is where we do our maintenance work, we rotate our tires, basically, we clean out the engine oil, we reflush it, and we just get our bodies to move properly, because then on Thursday, we have upper body. So then upper body, we're gonna work on our upper body strength. On Friday, we're gonna work on what we call tempo. So co-contraction, isometric holds, eccentric, concentric. But then one of my favorite parts as we progress is we do animal flow. I am an animal flow certified instructor. So what I love is mimicking like crab, beast, scorpion. Now you guys might scoff at it. I used to look at somebody rolling around at LA Fitness and I'm like, dude, why are you crawling on the ground? What is happening right now? And I didn't understand the importance. But then as I got older, I realized that our mobility and our ability to crawl, our ability to be in these low positions, sitting in a squat and just being able to have a conversation, they translate to everything that we do. And that's so important. So imagine, athletes. I train a lot of athletes. One of the things that I train is how to fall, how to crawl, how to get up, because these guys get hit in the air and they need to learn how to land. And so this is why we use a lot of animal flow and a lot of those proprioceptors, knowing where we are in space and having balance to improve your body. So next time you guys fall, you're gonna be like, oh, I just felt like a cat. I just landed so elegantly. Like, guys, this is so important to learn these things. Think about your mom or your dad. When you start getting older, you start losing that balance. So that's super important. And then on our last day, which is Saturday, we have cardio. Cardio 45 minutes of straight sweat. Ain't no way around it. You know, this is where you guys learn all about my new makeup line. It's called Sweatology. You know, this is really where you guys just sweat. Some of you guys understand that Sweatology joke, but some of you guys probably didn't get it. Shakeology, Sweatology. Tough crowd tonight. It's all right. It worked for another group. So this is basically where we really just move our bodies, sweat. And so that's basically what a week looks like. And then we cycle those weeks throughout 13 weeks, and you'll notice a huge change in your body. So again, if you're a beginner, you can do this program. If you are pregnant or postpartum, yes, I truly believe that you can do this program. I was talking about this earlier. Have you guys seen that pregnant lady who's like squatting, and she's probably like, I think she's on like a third trimester, and it made the news, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, she's gone there. I'm sorry, I was gonna say hell. I said it. She's gone to hell. She's killing her baby and blah, blah, blah. Like, guys, when you don't get the context of things and you don't understand, I've learned from my experience, number one, women or just people in general, their bodies are so robust, so strong, so durable. If you understand your body and you know how to train your body, it's okay to squat. Guys, if we go back to our ancestry, our days, ladies, when they were pregnant, they were hiking, they were moving, they were constantly going, they were surviving, they had to survive, they had to push a bear, they had to run in the woods, they had to survive. Guys, if you see someone in a controlled gym doing squats, don't chastise her, don't belittle her. She is in control of her body. So what I'm saying is I truly and I genuinely believe that if you are, number one, if you spoke to your primary doctor, gotta do that. But if you're healthy enough to do that, yes, I do believe that you can do a program safely because we have two modifiers that will guide you the entire way. And I do believe that you can get through a program if you modify and you listen to your body and you honor and respect your body. So I think that anyone can do this program. Doesn't matter where you are. I know we label it as intermediate to advanced, but with all the bonus work in stage one, I think a beginner can do this program as well. And yeah, so that's basically the overview of just the program. There's some awesome stuff. There's music to it. So we turn it up. You guys get to see me dance in case anyone wanted to see me dance. Nope, nobody wants to see me dance. I got it. I don't blame you. There's not much happening anyways. I'm more of a shoulder guy. So there's no cursing. Some of these, that might make up, did that make you guys happy or say, gosh, I can't make y'all happy at all. I thought maybe the cursing will make you happy that I'm not cursing. So I'm not cursing because again, you know, I want to be able to hit more people. I want everyone to do this program, but also there's no guarantees. I do slip up sometimes. I don't know if they're going to bleep it. I haven't found out yet if they bleeped it. We're going to find out together. So yeah, that's basically how the program looks. We'll talk about nutrition if you guys want to.
Yes, please dive into nutrition and also what other supplements you kind of use to be able to recover and really be able to like maximize this program.
So let's talk about nutrition first. With nutrition, we have two programs. And obviously, you know what the hot topic of the month is: intermittent fasting, right? Some of you guys heard. We have Portion Fix now has the intermittent fasting phase 2. So I know, you know, Beachbody, they joined the team. I've been on it for 4 years now. I'm like, guys, you need to have this. And so now they finally, the science is there. So we have the two methods. We have a 16-8 method, which I do. And then there's the 12-12, which I think if you're not used to intermittent fasting, please start with the 12-12 method. Don't jump to 16-8. Learn your body first, because that's how I started. I learned my body, and then I realized which method worked for me well. This is not starving, right? When you go fasting, it's not about starving yourself. So I think that's why Beachbody was hesitant, because they were afraid of people starving, and that's not what you want to do in this. And we talk a lot about this with Autumn. I did an interview with Autumn a couple last week or 2 weeks ago, and we go into full detail about it. So I'll save it because there's so much information about fasting, and I know you guys want to know when I break my fast and how I break my fast. I'll touch it a little bit, but I'm not going to go into detail. Then you have 2B mindset, which is Alana, you have the intuitive eating, veggies, water, all those great things, listening to your body, which is another amazing program. Now, if you guys don't have any of those programs, this program automatically comes with the Beachbody Nutrition Guide. So you will always have something that'll help you. You have a pamphlet that you guys can get some awesome recipes from, which I'm sure you guys know this, and all those great things. And supplements. So I'm going to tell you what I find to be the most useful in this program. So number one, I'm going to start with the most important. Now, again, I think that, protein, but amino acids, being able to get those amino acids are super important. And I know that Recharge has it. If I look at Recover, I'm pretty sure it has some glutamine and glucosamine in there. So that'll also help you out as well. But say you're tired and you're fatigued and you're just so sore, which I don't hope for you guys to be extremely sore. But after performance week, yeah, I expect that. So say you did performance week and you're extremely sore. That's where your Recharge is going to come in handy. That's where your Recover is going to come in handy. It just helps you get back on the field faster. And I say field, I'm talking about life. And so that's one of my go-tos. Another one that, I take sparingly is Energize, AKA Jize, AKA Hustle Juice. Energize comes in handy when you need it. I don't like getting addicted to anything. So, just like coffee, how many of you guys started off with coffee and now you're sneaking some other stuff in your coffee because it's just not working out anymore, right? The same thing when it comes to pre-workouts and any stimulant, you start getting used to it. So I cycle on and cycle off of it. So I don't always recommend using it every day. I recommend cycling it so it actually works and it's effective for the days that you genuinely need it. Like maybe tonight, like I'm tired. I probably wouldn't have it tonight. You want to make sure you don't have any stimulant at least in 8 hours before you go to bed. Take that tip. You can use it. Promise you it's going to come in handy, help you sleep better. And then the next thing I'm going to recommend is Shakeology. Now, I'm not paid to say this, right? But Shakeology is something I use all the time. I'm really not paid to say this. I'm telling you, genuinely, I love Shakeology. And I'm going to tell this story for the 20th million time. Guys who heard the story, have you heard my Shakeology story? Just raise your hand. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Eve. I'm so sorry for everyone who have heard this story like a million times. I gotta do it because I just know that it's gonna land. Anyways, every night I have Shakeology. Every night, the reason why I have Shakeology at night, because it has digestive enzymes, probiotics, prebiotics, all these great things for your health and your stomach. So when I take it at night, every morning I wake up, I use the bathroom. It's been the study that I've been doing for like the past 4 weeks, and every morning it doesn't fail. Every morning. Now before, I was sporadic. And me being sporadic, you don't want to see me a morning where I don't use the bathroom. All right. I'm not in a good mood. I don't feel like talking to nobody. So for me, it was very important for me to get a bowel movement that was consistent. So every morning I have a receipt of happiness. I use the bathroom. So again, it was an experiment that I realized it works for me. So guys, give it a try. If you don't use the bathroom regularly, I know I'm joking about it, but that's very important for you. Your gut health is so important. And I talk about all these amazing things in the program. So if you heard this joke for the millionth time, I appreciate you for laughing. I appreciate you for allowing me to give this joke all over again. So those are my go-tos. I think it's so important to, again, if you have a clean, healthy diet, you eat healthy, you eat whole foods, you eat dense nutrient foods, then again, you don't have to be supplementing as much. But I do think supplementation comes in handy when you're on the go, you have kids, or again, some days you just don't prepare for your day. It's just important to have these things. And it's just always good to have that in your bag and have those tools ready, because all this is about consistency and being prepared. And so that just helps you be prepared. And yeah, so, this program it's not just about lifting. I teach you guys so much more about your body. I teach you so much more about the history of our body. And again, just how to just move and feel better, how to sleep, how to stop overeating, how to just these behavioral hacks of things that I think that are super successful that helps me, and just from experience and my clients that will help you guys. Remember, you're only with me for 45 minutes a day. So the real battle is what you do those 23 other hours and 15 minutes. That is the real battle. And I think that if you know how to survive those hours without me, then you guys will be so much more successful in your journey and your goals. And I think this is all about having a personal trainer, your own personal trainer, right? Where you feel like I can come to this guy and get some advice that I feel like it's valid and that really helps me. And I'm just telling you from the experience that I've had, this is something I would want. And again, you get it at such a cheaper price, which is not about money, but you get all this expertise all from this program. So it feels like you have your own personal trainer. So
I love that. I love that. And I have done a couple of the test group workouts, and I love that it really does feel like you have a personal trainer in your home with you. It is phenomenal. So obviously this program builds more than the work did. So what programs would you say would help them prepare so that they're ready for this program?
all right. So for me, again, I think the best programs is you got to look at programs that work on like mobility, functionality, things like that. So, oh man, Elise, 2 years ago, she beat me down. I did a barbelling workout with her. I know y'all saw that. That was rough. Y'all thought I was acting. I wasn't acting. That was serious. That was like, she tore me up. And that was from mobility and lack of mobility. So for me, I really wanted to perfect those things. So Elise, she practices a lot on flexibility and mobility. I think that's super important. So barbelling, I always love that. I think MBF, Miss Davies, Megan, she's very similar to the way she moves and the functionality of her workouts. I think those programs are awesome. I'm just telling you programs that I've done. Another great program that I think Dallas, 30-day breakaway. I see myself in her. We have a lot of similar training styles, and she's awesome as well. So her mobility is so great, and her practice is really good. Now I'm sure Autumn, her control freak. She has the control stretches. She has her 80-day obsession. She got hits after hits after hits. I don't even know which one is her greatest hit. It seems like they're all are. So for you guys, finding the one that's really good with mobility and focuses on your full balance approach. And then, I can go on a list. Joel, I know Joel has Lift 4. I think Lift 4 is more muscle separation. I'm not sure if it's as similar as more functionality. Or quarter force, perfect, because there takes a lot of full body workouts in there and it's a lot more functional. So I think quarter force would be a perfect program. Or, you guys could do 4 weeks of the prep. But here's what I say about this. I've been getting this question a lot. Again, this program is built for you guys to meet you wherever you are. So if you haven't worked out in 6 months, or quarantine Rona 15 happened to you, it happens. I think I can meet you from day one, and I can help you guys progress all the way through day 90. So I can meet you wherever you are.
Awesome. I love that. We did have a question earlier that was asking, what kind of results can you expect with this? Is it more like lean muscle or more like a bulk feel?
So what I love about this program is how you can manipulate this for your own personal goal. You can choose your path. So again, if you want to bulk, because remember, on every third week, we have our intense week where we're lifting. Like, you can go for your maxes, you can go for your 5-rep max. This is more fella talk. Ladies, if you want to bulk, you can bulk. But I know you guys want to cut, so you can definitely cut. What I love about it, that always comes down to nutrition, how you bulk and how you cut. And so have you seen some of the results? We just posted Elijah today. Elijah, he's a male. This guy is shredded, like went from not like an average Joe, but this guy went from a snack pack to a 6-pack, and it's insane. And he looks amazing. Then we have Leslie. She lost 37 pounds, 25 inches off of her. So, and then she looks very beautiful. Like she's always been beautiful, but she's just even more confident in her body. So anyone, you can lose weight, you can gain muscle, lean muscle. There's so much more that you can do with this program. So you can do this however you want. I would say that most of the results that we get are people who lost a lot of weight and people who've improved on their mobility, and people who've had these chronic disorders have just evaporated. And what we find is a lot of times it's just from imbalances. You got a tight back. It's not your back that's the problem, it's your hips. Or it could be driving from your ankle as well. Yes, it can come from your ankle. So I teach you guys all about mobility, all about how to fix some imbalances in your body.
I love that. I'm so stinking excited. So for the final question that I have for you tonight, if there were to be one thing you want everyone to take away from this program that makes it different from any other program, what would it be and why?
It's the education. I don't think you'll ever get another program, or not ever. I'm sure you will, because I'm going to make more. But I don't think there's a program like this out. You know, I think the expertise, the coaching cues, and the education behind it is so powerful. And I think that's where we were missing it in the community. You know, I want you guys to feel confident. I want you guys to know what you're doing. And when you're inviting your friends, I want you to feel confident and safe to invite them in, because you know that they're going to get this awesome knowledge. So I say the biggest thing you're going to get, if you want to learn, class is in session on day one. So show up, and I guarantee you when you leave, you're gonna be your own trainer. You're gonna be like, that ankle's not dorsiflexion. Like, you guys are it's gonna be so funny and so awesome to see you guys learn so much more about the body. So I think that's really what you're gonna get out of this the most. And that way, when you pick your programs in the future, you know what's best for your body. How many times you ask me what's best for your body? I don't know, because I'm not personally there with you. But now you know, because I want to turn you into your own mechanic. So now you know how to pop that hood open and change your oil. So that's what I want to say for you guys.
Awesome. I absolutely love it. I am so excited for this program. Remember, next week is the sample workout on the 28th. And Amoila, thank you so much for taking the time to be on this call. You are amazing. And you guys are going to feel like you have your own personal trainer with you. It is just going to be phenomenal. So thank you, Amoila. Everyone have an amazing night. And we appreciate you. Thank you, Amoila.
Thank you guys so much. And see you guys on day one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks, Amoila. Bye.